November 5th, 1993, Pearl Jam took a stand that would shake the live music industry. At the height of their fame, they openly boycotted Ticketmaster, accusing the company of monopolizing concert ticket sales and driving up prices for fans. And that sowed seeds for Coachella. It was a festival born not from luxury, but from defiance. But somewhere along the way, that rebellion faded, and what was once built as a stand against the system slowly transformed into a symbol of it, where status began to matter more than the art itself.
Coachella is literally Black Friday for scammers, and you can't convince me otherwise.
Because Coachella has kind of become the content Olympics for creators.
This Coachella might go down in the history books as the most popular and expensive.
This is why you, as a brand, should invite me to Coachella.
We got a pool, we can take a dip for $219K.
Welcome to the Sleuthing Scams, and today we will be talking about why Coachella is now a scam. We upload one video every week, and it takes 6 days of time, effort, and heart to bring a video for you, so kindly hit that subscribe button. When the 2026 Coachella was announced, it was evident that it has now become a festival for only the rich and the content creators. The happiest of all were the influencers getting sponsored to attend, and honestly, who wouldn't be? For many, a brand-funded Coachella trip is the ultimate flex, something others were desperately chasing.
If any brand wants to give us flights or accommodations, like literally either one.
I can't get a brand to send me to Coachella for shit!
Even putting together full-blown presentations just to get noticed.
This is why you, as a brand, should invite me to Coachella.
A huge part of the festival now revolves around these brand trips, luxury houses, curated guest lists, and all expenses paid experiences in exchange for content and promotion. But that excitement didn't last.
So I say yes to everyone, so the flights are booked, hotels booked, the brand goes ghost.
So I got invited to Coachella this year with a brand, and then uninvited.
As the event got closer, reality hit. Messages stopped, confirmations never came, and some influencers were simply ghosted. Just days before the festival, what was supposed to be a dream trip started looking more like a scam. And if that wasn't enough, the Airbnb prices were absolutely unreal. People were charging up to $1,300 for something as basic as a laundry room.
And the closest option we can get is a 4-night stay at a house across from festival grounds that is $20,000.
That is life-changing amounts of money. I'm not staying at that hotel for $9,000. I'm not.
For $43,000, you can stay at this condo in Palm Springs. Here's another option for $35,000.
And it got worse. Some hosts were canceling bookings just hours before the festival, only to relist the same places at higher prices once they saw demand spike. Some chose to camp instead, but the brutal weather turned what was supposed to be an experience into pure misery.
The wind has blown away every single person's tent.
And then came the resale chaos. Tickets were being flipped at whatever price sellers felt like, often 4 to 5 times higher than face value. Worse, a huge number of those passes turned out to be fake, and people only realized it when it was too late.
Got scammed at Coachella.
Because we bought the tickets through the Coachella resale site, and somehow they were still reported stolen.
60% of the people used a payment plan to afford this, so people are literally going in debt to attend this. Even those who had legitimate tickets weren't spared. The logistics were a mess from start to finish.
Cars are overheating, they're running out of gas, there are no bathrooms.
We're out here hot and the freaking gate hasn't opened. Like, come on, Coachella, this is our first day.
And when you zoom out, it's hard to ignore just how far things have drifted from what this festival was meant to be. What started as a rebellion against corporate control has now become a playground for it. The experience isn't about music anymore. It's about access, optics, and how it looks on your feed. Even the environment itself felt off. This wasn't just a festival filled with fans. It was a space where even someone like Northwest, just 12 years old, was seen moving through an atmosphere that many described as heavily saturated with drugs and chaos. That alone says a lot about how unchecked things have become. Then came the logistical failures stacked on top of everything else. The weather didn't cooperate, turning camps into survival zones rather than fun experiences. Major acts like Anaima had to cancel, leaving fans stranded after spending thousands just to be there. Basic facilities broke down too. People stood in long lines for showers, and many ended up bathing out in the open because there simply wasn't enough infrastructure. And in one of the most alarming moments, a massive lighting structure reportedly collapsed into the crowd during a performance, turning what should have been a celebration into a safety hazard. At some point, you have to ask, what exactly are people paying for? Because it's clearly not comfort. It's not reliability, and it's definitely not just the music anymore. Coachella today feels less like an art festival and more like a status symbol, something you attend not for the experience, but for the validation that comes with it, a place where presence matters more than passion, and where being seen has replaced actually seeing. And maybe that's the biggest scam of all. Subscribe to our channel and don't forget to click the bell icon.